Hi, boys and girls. Today's story is at the same time sad and happy. It is based on John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Is there someone who you love so much? Someone whom you do anything for? Well, let me tell you how much God loves us. After Jesus was arrested on a Thursday night in the Garden of Gethsemane, he suffered a lot.
They spit on his face.
They whipped him.
They mocked him. They put a reed in his hand.
They twisted a crown of thorns and placed it on his head. Jesus' forehead was bleeding.
Friday afternoon, Jesus was nailed on the cross on a hill called Golgotha.
Crucifixion was the worst possible way to die. The soldiers usually nailed the hands and feet of the prisoners.
Then they would drop the cross into a hole in the ground.
That way the prisoner will hang on the cross and suffer until he dies. Jesus was placed between two thieves.
They stripped him and divided his clothes among them.
Then they sat and watched.
After a loud cry, Jesus died.
Now the whole place became dark. It was like all heaven was sad. The earth shook, the rocks split. The soldiers were terrified.
When evening came, a rich man came and wrapped Jesus' body in a clean linen and put him in a new tomb.
He rolled a big stone in front of the entrance and left.
The next day, the priests who were still worried about Jesus, even though he was dead, sent soldiers to guard the tomb.
Mary Magdalene and another Mary went to the tomb.
Suddenly the ground shook and a mighty angel came from heaven and rolled back the stone and sat on it.
He was bright. His clothes was white as snow. All the soldiers fell to the ground.
Then the angel said to the two women, "Do not be afraid. He is not here. He is risen." Friends, Jesus is alive and alive forevermore.
And that's the reason we celebrate. And that's the reason why we celebrate. And that's the reason why we celebrate. And that's the reason why we celebrate.
That's the reason why we celebrate.
That's the reason why we celebrate. That's the reason why we celebrate.
And that's the reason why we celebrate.
So we pray, we love, we believe.